Okay, I'm back for part 2 of the holiday release order packing videos, and I am just gonna look things over real quick to see what I've got going on in here. And I got a couple bath bombs, a couple soaps, 4 steamers. Oh, a couple more soaps. Good, good, good. Okay, well I think I'm gonna use the cube box. I think that's gonna be fine. Had to take a little break for lunch. I think my stomach was licking my backbone. I was hungry. So hungry. Okay. Christmas triple milk. And the Holly Jolly. I reheated my lunch from the other day. I posted about an unstuffed cabbage roll soup, and I'll probably put the link down below. So good. Amazing soup. Even better reheated. Christmas cookie soap. It was delicious. Alright, let's put the Merry Cranberry. Look at the swirls in this one. Isn't that pretty? Let's put it down here. Then I'll just put the unscented upright. I know you guys can't see a whole lot. And these cube boxes are not my favorite because, I don't know, it seems like it rubs my arms a little bit too much, my wrists, and then they kind of get a little achy at the end of the day. But that's what we're working with because we are not using the padded mailers, not using bubble wrap. So we'll have to work with what we can work with, and these cube boxes are the most economical at this point. So put a little paper down to cover those up. Give it a little snip so it settles down in there nicely. And let's put the steamers down. These are the menthol steamers. Now this is part 2, so there's a lot of stuff that's been said already. And if you have interest in going back to that first one, I sure would appreciate it. You can find out some more information about the whole process. There, that's really nice. And so this is a small heart that grew bath bomb, and it just has one little cute heart. I just love how this turned out. And it smells like lemon bundt cake, and it's amazing. So I'm starting to run out of room over here. So I just stretch this, and then I pull it as I put it around it, because then these bumps stick up a little bit, so helps it all to function and work better. Now there's one bath bomb in, tuck him in. And then the other one they ordered is the Snow Kissed. It is actually 2 pinks. It's kind of hard to see sometimes. Okay, so there, that's looking pretty good, but we need plenty of this crinkle cut. And I have heard now, since my last video, that this can be used to make like fire starter or whatever. Kind of helps get your fire going. Alright, I just want to make sure those bath bombs are well protected. They are very hard, but we need to make sure they're protected too. So let's think. Let's see, they got some very fresh stuff. I think I'll put in a bayberry sample and a candy cane. I think that's what's feeling good in this one. I think we better go with that. So I'm wondering what everybody's doing for the holidays this year. Are you gonna go visit people, or do you stay home? I probably shouldn't have started talking when I was trying to do that there, because kind of like walking and chewing gum at the same time. Can be a little difficult sometimes. You gotta be uber talented. So for us, we're just gonna stay home. We're kind of, I don't know, we're comfortable for the most part, just us and the kids. And that's what our focus is on. We don't have any family close by. So we're just used to doing things by ourselves anyway. It's the way we like it. So just casual, nothing really going on. Some year, I think it would be awesome to be back in the mountains. Hopefully that'll be Montana again someday. But it's gonna be Missouri this year, and we don't get snow. I think there's been 1 year in like 20 that we've had snow on Christmas. So I remember that year. It snowed and it snowed and it snowed on Christmas Eve. And that's when we lived in Belton, Missouri, up in Kansas City. And I don't know, we weren't very smart. Sent my husband to the grocery store. He said that was one of the worst moments of his entire life. And you don't go to the store on Christmas Eve. In a snowstorm, no less. Anyway, so we got about 12 inches that year, and it was pretty awesome. It was pretty cool. I remember that night there was a Ghost Hunters marathon on, and I watched that, and so I used to watch that show. I don't watch anymore. You can only watch so many where it kind of starts getting comical. Anyway, I remember watching a Ghost Hunters marathon, and I made my family's the worst. It's something my mother-in-law would make. It's just ground burger. Brown off some burger and cook a thing of macaroni, and you just put them together. Put a little butter and a little Worcestershire sauce on it. Worcestershire sauce. And you have yourself a simple meal. We call it the worst. And I think that's really a funny name. But anyway, I'm going to go print this and be back. So if anyone wants to get a wild hair to make the worst, it's just, we like 2 pounds of burger to 1 pound of macaroni with just a little bit of butter, a little bit of Worcestershire. It's cheap eating. Well, fairly cheap, I guess. So I suspect no one's going to want to make that, but we love it, and to each their own. Anyway, I have such fond and happy memories from that night. Oh, I loved it. Now every Christmas Eve I do want to watch Ghost Hunters and eat the worst. I'm a very, I don't know, situational memory person. Scents and certain foods and certain shows, it just, they all relate. And so then you have one aspect and you can hardly have it without all the other aspects of it. So let's see, there is a pink grapefruit soap going into this one, and a confetti blossom. I'm pretty sure those are all sold out now. We're going to do a pumpkin souffle, which I'm pretty sure it's sold out. I can smell it through the bag. It smells just so amazing. And I'm going to put the small heart they grew. A lot of these went out in pairs just because they're both donuts. Oh, it smells so good. Everything smells so good. Alright, so let's see what we want to put in for samples over here. I'm just oogling my stash. Probably we should do a candy cane cookies. It's just some extra. I need to just sit down at the end of the day and package a bunch of these up, I do believe. I guess I'll put in a snowberry. I still am just mind-boggled though that I haven't packed a single one of those soaps in any of my videos this time. It just seems just funny business. I guess I do not have my card. So this package is going to Utah. I just have to wonder, what's Christmas like in Utah? Sounds like it should be a Hallmark movie. Christmas in Utah. I have been recording the Hallmark movies, but I don't really watch very much, so I'm like DVRing them. And I'm pretty sure I have like 20 some from last year, and I'm probably have that many already this year built up, and who knows if I'll ever watch any of them. I can't watch them upstairs. And so, well, I guess I have Lifetime movies too. I am a sucker for the Christmas movies. But I can't watch it up here. We have Dish, but I don't have a Hopper dealio up here. So I can't watch it, but this would be the perfect place. Can you imagine how many Christmas movies I'd get watched during order packing? I'm usually up here for 10 hours a day packing orders. That would have been fun. Oh well, maybe next year. Maybe that'll be my plan. Alright, so this order is going to a customer in Malaysia. And she is a delightful customer and wanted her order to be packed on video. So we have a calendula carrot. And we have the Ridge. I'm going to look and see what all we got going on. Holly Jolly. And Luscious Lemon. These are all going to be bound up for a while. Bayberry. So Bayberry and the Ridge go very well together. Calendula carrot and lemon, the good match. We have fresh linen and a rainbow. What are you? Oh, a snow and mistletoe. So we'll just put those together like so. I'd already pulled some soap samples. I have two of the same samples. That makes no sense. I think I had a couple internationals pulled at the same time. Let's do, did have a bunch of the snowberries, so, well, that's 2 berries. That's so many berries. I don't want to do peppermint because that could get a little bit strong. Okay, so I'm going to put in a Merry Cranberry sample and a Wild Berry Blizzard sample. Now this is going to be a little bit different. I do not put any candy or cocoa in international orders. And I am going to have to do a customs form, so I usually don't get it all sealed up until I am basically done with the game. So you're not going to see the full process on this one. And I do still use the padded mailers for going international. That is the best price range, price point. There's just really no getting around that. So we're just going to have to continue on with that situation for that. I bet I could go all the way across. Like so. And I know a lot of people got confused. I am still doing internationals on a customer by customer basis. I'm not letting them process through the website the same. I'm doing them through PayPal, and there's just some things that we gotta discuss and get together. It's not cheap. It's not easy to ship overseas. I mean, it's easy, but there's a lot more to it, and it's just, I'd rather just talk to you about it and work with you one-on-one. If you want an international order, we will entertain the situation. So with this release, I did only have a couple, Singapore and Malaysia, which I shipped to those just about every release recently. So I'm really excited about that, and I love the links that people will go to get my packages. And I have shipped to most places around the, not most places, but you know, the country count's pretty high at this point. Alright, so I'm going to take this to the side and I'll finish this one in a bit. Alright, I better look this over before I start packing it up. So I need to say a pumpkin souffle and a gingerbread. There's a snowberry. Snowberry. Thank you, Cassie, for getting a snowberry. Moonlit pomegranate, twinkle season, Mary cranberry wax melt, 2 Just Breathe steamers. These probably going to be very popular the next few months, and a coffee bean ice cream. I know that this is one of Cassie's favorite scrubs ever. Cassie left me such a sweet message. Thank you, Cassie. I appreciate it. Moonlit pomegranate, snowberry, gingerbread. We have to make room for the big jar of the coffee, so let's reorganize just a bit here. Let's do the steamers together. Was it only 2? For some reason I felt like there was supposed to be 3. Gotta double check. No, just the 2. Just the 2. Everything's A-okay. Let's put in, souffle guy would just go perfect down here. Souffle. I'm getting drier and drier as this video goes on, working with all this paper. Let's see. I have to take lotion breaks when you work with paper. So we had the Mary Cranberry and then the Twinkle Season. I just love these light bulbs. I have been doing the rainbow ones. I've been doing those for eons, it feels like. Pretty sure since my very first release, which, pretty sure it was a holiday type in November. That was in 2012. Whoop. About forgot to cover up my little gingerbread window. There we go. Do you know that I still have the same customers that I did for my very first release in 2012? That's pretty awesome. When I was in my Shopify and I was clicking my oldest order and a name popped up for a Lori, and I was like, oh wait a minute, I'm not supposed to be I want open orders, not all of my Shopify orders. And this Lori had ordered this time too she was my very first order on my Shopify store. So that was fun. I just love seeing these names. I love the new names, like when I get my little report. Okay, so the battery completely died because I was going on and on and on, and I don't have a replacement for this camera, so I had to take a break while it charged. But I think what I was saying was that I get these reports from PayPal and Shopify, and they show you new customers and returning customers, and it's all been so delightful. There's just a happy balance of both. So I'm going to put in a Winter Wonderland wax melt, and I have a Wild Berry Blizzard and the candy canes. I can't remember where exactly it ended off at this point. So I'm going to tuck that in there. And then get this all sealed up. It's pretty much dark now. I've been working on this since before lunch. I did several, and then had lunch, and then my battery died, and I had to haul stuff over and pack orders for a while, and now we are back to it. I only do packing videos on one day. I don't do them just all willy-nilly because it's a lot more difficult to set up than you'd think. And so I don't do them all but one day. And I just have a filming day, and I'm going to take everything back down. There's more information in the first video showing my setup, if that's of interest. I had to switch over. My tape is ULine tape now, and it's really thin and having a hard time getting used to it. But it's tough. It is tough. This stuff, when you try to peel it off, it does not want to come off. Okay, so I'm going to go print this one, and I have one more, and then this will complete the order packaging for Holiday 2019. Okay, so I'm hoping this last order will all fit in a medium flat rate. It is going to Massachusetts to our friend Kate. She tends to have an order appearance in pretty much every one, which is fun. We love and appreciate Kate. I'm going to try to get it all in here. Now I wanted to tell you that my requests are pretty much over for this year. I'm not going to be making any more packaging videos, I don't think. I will be packing orders clear up until, oh, see, I forgot the ribbon. I'm going to be packing orders probably until Thanksgiving, just to catch up to what I've received right now. So I'm just going to be busy packing orders, and I'm very thankful for it. But when this video is over, I'm going to dismantle all my lights and everything and take them back out to the attic so that we can have good room to operate, and it's easier to watch the television and stuff when you're standing here when you don't have a lot of stuff. And so that's what we're going to do. So I need to kind of go over this order a little bit. I've already pulled out everything that I need for this one. So there's my samples and some wax melts. We have a lot going on here, so I'm going to try to just keep an eye on my invoice here. I was going to say sheet. The about started to sound really bad. I don't swear. I'm not a swearer, so we don't have to worry about that. So we have a snowberry, snow and mistletoe. I see we have a wild berry blizzard, so I'm going to put it next door. I thought I had muted my phone. We have a moonlight pomegranate, moonlight pomegranate type. We have a gingerbread. Let's see what else we got going on. We have a cranberry mint, so let's put it right here. I gotta say, you guys are gonna be clean, aren't ya? That's the way we like it. It would make sense that I'm a germaphobe, so that would make sense that I would be a soap maker, right? Okay, we have holly jolly, bayberry. Let's do snow and mistletoe. What else we got going on? Ooh, okay. We have buttered rum. This was fall last year, but I did it holiday this year. And we have peppermint. This is straight peppermint. Gingerbread. Now this one has really colorful soap cubes on the top. I have 2 of those. I have confetti blossom. I believe I have the fragrance for that one, but the problem is I have to make a rainbow batch first. I have embers, slowly trickling out. This is the last of the stardust. I had one that I had held back and listed it with this release again. In fact, I think it was listed before that. Okay, I need to cover this up somehow. Let's put this steamer puck right here. You know what? I have these wax melts. Let's put the apple cinnamon wax melts right there. That's pretty much perfect. Kind of create a nice little layer there and cover up all those soap windows. So now we have the steamer, and I'm hoping that this is going to fit securely in here. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something different. We'll bring this over like so. I really want to have an extra deep place for that bath bomb to go. So we're just going to use this to kind of just fill in those spaces. So this is a figgy cream bath bomb. Love that. There we go. See how snug and nice that is? I wasn't sure if it would all fit in this box, so I'm really excited that it did. This is going to be my final box of this packing day. Also, I have some errands to run. We have a bunch of birthdays in the last 2 weeks of November. We have 3 in our family. So one's coming up tomorrow, so we're going to run out and get stuff so Mom can make that's me, I'm Mom, can make dessert for my daughter. Okay, so I put in a triple milk and a Christmas triple milk and a Merry Cranberry. And then the candy canes and cocoa. Just going to put in a little bit more there. I'm going to spend a moment here checking on this invoice. So I do have holiday soap making videos to do still. They are all filmed. Obviously, I mean, it's been a while ago, considering they're all selling. And I'm going to hopefully find time to work on those here very soon. I've had so much going on with preparing for the release, and then packing orders. That's my priority. So I haven't had time to sit and edit. I've barely seen my computer downstairs for my editing in the last couple of weeks. I mean, I guess other than sitting there and designing labels and all that jazz. But as far as just have fun working on a video, I really haven't done a whole lot since my release one that I did after the fact, but I worked on, did I work on it over the weekend? I don't even know. It's all a blur at this point. Either way, I got that one done, and I really haven't spent much time, haven't had a lot of free time, as you would expect. And that's awesome. That's my goal, and I'm so pleased with this release. This is probably the best release I've ever had, total, like ever. It's been awesome. And I'm still, at this point, I think only sold out of the Merry Cranberry wax melts. I don't think I've sold out of, I mean, I've sold out of things that were there before, like peony and stuff like that. I don't think I've sold out of anything else, but everything's getting very, very close. So I want to say thank you. We've had a wonderful holiday release. We know it's just going to keep going. We have a lot left. We're planning to have a little discount for Black Friday and such. So we still have a lot happening. We still have a lot to sell. I would love to start the new year off with just not a whole lot on my shelves. I would love to start fresh and start restocking. I've already been thinking about some themes. I think I want to have a honey theme in January, but I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. So I'm looking forward to just continuing to pack orders. I want to thank you again for watching, for supporting us. If you can't make a purchase, it's always so helpful when you share posts, when you like, and comment. That just still helps us out quite a lot. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.